we've also got a big situation going on in America. I know I wanted to cover more UK stuff, but America is the gift that keeps on giving. The QAnon people managed to get in power. They got 2 people in office, and you've had a massive battle for the future of the right wing in politics in America, with people wanting to get rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene because of all her comments, and the Republican Party sort of wanting to get rid of her, and the other half not wanting to get rid of her.
But Trump supports her.
Correct.
He's still there in the background, puppet master.
And you've had a battle. So I thought, in case you weren't aware, I thought it'd be great to have a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene's greatest hits.
Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights?
There is an Islamic invasion into our government offices right now.
And why are you using kids to get to as a barrier? Do you not know how to defend your stance?
Here is an enabler of domestic terrorism.
He's got nothing to say. Sad.
The generations of Black and Hispanic men, do you want to know what holds them down? Gangs.
He has nothing to say because he's paid to do this. Guess what? I'm a gun owner.
A white supremacist.
Being in gangs and dealing drugs is what holds them down.
I remember thinking, you know, I'm just going to keep a straight face and practice my mindfulness meditation that I've often done to help cope with my PTSD and, you know, my ADHD as well.
The lack of education is what holds them down. You saw after midterm elections, we saw so many Muslims elected.
And a belligerent conspiracy theorist, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
There's your wall money right there, everybody. I mean, this is like, it's so stupid simple. It's not even funny. It's stupid simple. But we have retards. I'm sorry. I know that's an offensive word. And I'm not trying to talk down on people with Down syndrome. But that's what these people are. These people are so stupid and ignorant. They cannot put something common sense in place, like spending the $14 billion of El Chapo drug money to build our wall. It's nonsense. See, that's how stupid these people are that we have elected. And why do we have them? They're losers. They couldn't make it in real life if they tried. I'm not lying to you. These people are criminals. If we have a sea of people, if we shut down the streets, if we shut down everything, if we flood the Capitol building, flood all the government buildings, go inside. These are public buildings. We own them. We own these buildings. Do you understand that? We own the buildings and we pay all the people that work in the buildings.
Flood the Capitol, flood the government buildings. We own the buildings. Sounds now so sinister, right? 2019, that was said, and now here we are. We see what that can bring.
The so-called plane that crashed into the Pentagon. It's odd, there's never any evidence shown for a plane. Kennedy getting killed in the plane crash. That's another one of those Clinton murders, right?
School zones were protected with security guards with guns. There would be no mass shootings at schools.
Harassing Hogg weeks after the most traumatic events of his life. You know, it's sort of like this piece of white trash wearing a censored mask while delivering her remarks to contest the 2020 presidential election results while being broadcast on every major network in the country. You see, Greene is a flat-out nut job. She supported the insurrection and their baseless conspiracy theories. In 2019, Greene, as kooky as they come, praised the idea of executing members of Congress, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. They want unity. Try terminating a threat like this from holding public office. The domestic terrorist in chief even called her a future star. Go figure. Here's Greene posing with white militia terrorist group, the 3%ers, throwing up the white power sign.
We had that woman out of Minnesota. Now she's going into Congress and she's got to wear a head covering. You know, they want to put their hand on the Quran and be sworn in. No, you have to be sworn in on the Bible.
This is how unapologetically uneducated these racists are when their hoods are off. Remember this guy right here? His name is Ted Crockett. He was Roy Moore's campaign spokesperson. Remember the meme everyone used of him? Here's the original video, akin to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Judge Moore has also said that he doesn't think a Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress.
You have to swear on a Bible to be an elected official in the United States of America.
You don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no,
I
swore on the Bible. I've done it 3 times.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've picked a Bible, but the law is not that you have to swear on a Christian Bible. That is not the law. You don't know that?
I don't know what to say. I mean, that says it all. There's nothing much to say. I mean, the Republican Party were deciding what to do with her over the last couple of days, and last night the heads of the Republican Party decided not to remove her from school committees. School committees and other committees she'd been put on. They weren't even kicking her out of Congress. They were just deciding, what shall we not have her as an expert on schools on a committee, bearing in mind what she just did to the David Hogg, the survivor who watched all his schoolmates be massacred and then hunted him down like that. And they didn't do anything, and it looks like the Democrats are going to have to take action unilaterally to get rid of her. But wouldn't you want her gone?
How scary is it that who would vote for her?
She brings a lot of money in. She brings a lot of money in. I mean, she has got all these redneck people voting for her. All the gun squad, the God squad, the whole lot. They think she's brilliant, and they are bringing money in. So they were at a meeting last night, and I know for a fact that they were thinking about the money. It's like, this is going to cut off a lot of funds from nutters that will not give money to the Republican Party.
The US of A, is it over with?
Well, that's a damn good question. If you think we're coming to the end of the show now, and if you think that you have seen it all, I think that people in the UK have probably not seen an advert that was put out and put together by Lauren Boebert.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed, and thank you to people who shared it around as well. We're doing our best here on a very limited budget.
Indeed.
In lockdown, to try and create something politics for for me and for Mike and for you.
Yeah.
And we
break it down.
We need your input as well, as much input as possible.
But obviously, it's a crazy amount of people that have been watching the show, and we can't believe it. So thank you very much.
175,000 people.
It's close to 190 now.
190.
We're heading to 250,000. What's going on? There's nothing better to do, seriously.
2 months, eh? But we decided that we'd try and finish the show every week on something uplifting or funny.
Yes.
So Mike chose this.
Yeah, I think you need to see a video that was put out by Lauren Boebert. Now, she's the other QAnon person that's been elected to the House of Congress, and she was getting a lot of grief over gun control, Second Amendment rights and that, so she decided to make her position clear. Now, we're probably going to leave the show on this, aren't we? So thank you for listening this week, and here's Lauren Boebert making herself clear.
I'm Lauren Boebert, and I approve this message.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm a newly elected congresswoman from Colorado. Even though I now work in one of the most liberal cities in America, I refuse to give up my rights, especially my Second Amendment rights. I will carry my firearm in D.C. and in Congress. This caused outrage from Democrats and the media. Why? It's our job in Congress to defend your rights, including your Second Amendment, and that's exactly what I'm here to do. In D.C., of all places, we should be encouraged to practice our rights. So forget what you hear in the fake news. Here are the real reasons why I choose to defend myself in our nation's capital. I'm a woman and a mother of 4. I choose to defend my family with all of the force the Constitution provides. D.C. is one of the top 10 most dangerous cities in our country. Homicide rates and violent crimes are skyrocketing here. Being a member of Congress is pretty basic. I don't go to work in a motorcade or armored car. I don't get police escorts everywhere I go. I walk to my office every morning by myself. So as a 5-foot-tall, 100-pound woman, I choose to protect myself legally because I am my best security. One of the challenges of working in D.C. is people here don't understand how we live in real America. The Second Amendment is part of our lives. Gun ownership is cherished, and it makes our little town safer. As a young woman working late nights at a restaurant, I learned real fast how important it is to defend myself. After a violent incident outside my business, I took advantage of Colorado's open carry laws and began to carry at work. My waitresses asked if they could open carry too. And now Shooter's Grill has mandatory firearm training and target practice available for my staff, most of whom are young women. Educated, law-abiding gun owners are the safest people in America to be around. So when anyone comes in to limit the rights and safety of my family, I'll tell them exactly what this mom thinks. I am here to say, hell no, you're not. I have 4 children, I'm 5'0", 100 pounds, cannot really defend myself with a fist. So all you're going to do is restrict law-abiding citizens like myself. So this is why I choose to defend myself and my family. Not only is it my right, but it's a right I was sent here to protect from Rifle, Colorado. So if you see me in DC, say hi. You're safe with me.
Thank you for watching. I'm impressed. You've passed the IQ test and got this far, so let's press that button. Let's do the last thing that helps us. It's got subscribe on it, you can't miss it, and please ring the bell for notifications of future videos.